let me set the stage for the conversation that we'll have here tonight. Congressman Brady, you have represented this district since 1997. Your specialty is tax policy, but that's not the topic that has most of us distressed today. The first major concern that we have is Obamacare, especially the vote coming in the next few weeks to defund it in the continuing resolution. After the 2010 elections, we heard from House Republicans that controlling only one leg of the stool, only the House and not the Senate and not the White House, meant that no good legislation could be passed, and that we could, by implication, only stop bad legislation. Your fantastic Obamacare chart illustrated the smothering, convoluted insanity that would be our new healthcare system, and it helped galvanize the country against it. Yet here we are, hearing feedback from your multiple town halls that your answer is to repeal Obamacare, and that you have moved away from defunding it. You're one of only 2 Republican congressmen in Texas who's declined to co-sponsor H.R. 2682, the House Defund Obamacare Act of 2013 by Representative Tom Graves, the counterpart to Senator Cruz's bill. There's a vote coming up to defund Obamacare, and on that vote, we stand with Ted Cruz, and we ask that you stand with us. Sadly, the likelihood of repealing Obamacare is the same likelihood that any of your good tax bills would be signed into law. We'd have to have a different president for that to happen. As chair of the Subcommittee on Health on the Powerful Ways and Means Committee, we are convinced that you full well appreciate what a catastrophe Obamacare would be for our country. At this point, the best way to keep this monstrosity from taking root is to defund it, as you recommended 2 years ago. Senator Jim DeMint, now president of the Heritage Foundation, says this continuing resolution vote to defund Obamacare is the last best chance that we have to stop it. One final point on this topic. Obamacare is not pro-life. It puts bureaucrats in charge of who gets treatment and what kind of treatment they can receive. Congressman, voting to let it advance runs counter to your pro-life record. Now, the other critical topic on which we see you being able to take action is immigration. John McCain, one of the instigators of this potential disaster, recently stated that the combination of Obamacare and McCain's own horrible immigration bill would actively disadvantage American citizens seeking employment in their own country. Employers of guest workers created by McCain's bill would not be subject to the Obamacare requirement to provide insurance or pay a fine. Any American citizen will be, by acts of our benevolent Congress, any American citizen would be more expensive to hire than any non-citizen guest worker. But illegal aliens are not your constituents. Illegal aliens, who you reclassify as guest workers, are not your constituents. We American citizens are. Your duty as a member of our government of the people is to us. First, last, always. Any excuse to pass any immigration bill out of the House and into conference will be used by the Democrats to ram the Senate's bill through. The Senate Democrats have publicly stated they intend to immediately agitate for the expedited full voting rights citizenship for current illegal aliens. Congressman, you should have no alignment whatsoever with them on this, their true goal. So you should not enter into any sort of discussion with them at all. The answer is no. The answer is not negotiable. Therefore, there's no need for any negotiation. topics will surely come up, Syria, other things, during the course of our conversation tonight, and we deeply appreciate this opportunity to share views with you. As always, we expect and anticipate that questions and comments will be offered in a respectful manner. For those who want to speak, we'll have a microphone down this aisle and down that aisle. You can line up and ask your question. Please state your name and briefly state your question so we can move through as many people as possible. Congressman, thank you very much for being here tonight. We look forward to hearing your thoughts. With that, please help me welcome Congressman.